You right there, ladies and gents, how's it going? I'm out with Big Pezza and another mate, Andy, and we're off to 1066 CAF down in Hastings. It's a glorious day, so we thought we'd go and get ourselves some nosh. How flipping awesome.
Keep that body from side down.
Now, I've not been down to 1066 CAF for ages, thanks to all the lockdowns we've been having in the UK. So it's really nice to be able to get down there. Hopefully we'll catch up with Hold Your Fire, another motovlogger. If he's down there working, he runs the bike clothing shop down there. So yeah, that'd be cool to see him if he's about. And if he's not, well, the food's good and the company's good even without him. So yes, it'll all be a lovely day. It's really nice to get out with a couple of people on road bikes. I ride with these two on the dirty bikes quite a bit, but we don't do much in the way of group riding on road. I don't know why we don't, but we just seem to do the group riding on the dirty bikes, which is lovely, don't get me wrong, but it is nice to I don't know, do some tarmac, you know, once in a while. And I know the majority of the people who watch my content generally prefer the road bike stuff anyway, if you go by the views they get, although that could be the YouTube algorithm, I guess. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy this, a nice sunny Saturday jaunt on the motorcycles, trying out some new Insta camera angles. I won't bore you with them particularly, I just hope you enjoy them. If you do, let me know in the comments below. It's so nice having this warmer weather, it really is. Warm weather, twisty roads, sticky tyres, perfect. What could you not want more? Is that an oxymoron? So the observant of you watching will possibly notice a slight difference to the front end of my motorcycle. I've got hold of a Power Bronze sports screen, or whatever they call it, or adventure screen or something like that, and yeah, I'm still undecided on it. I preferred the look of the motocross number board that I'd made, but I wasn't happy with the fit and finish of it because it wasn't professionally made. It was just done with a Dremel and a little bit of a foil and stuff, and there was some like rough edges on the circular bits I'd cut out for the headlights and things. So yeah, I wanted to try something professional so it looks nicer, but actually this is huge, and I kind of wanted it all quite little. The little screen isn't very little, but it does seem to work better as far as keeping everything off me, which I guess is the whole point of it in the first place anyway. It was really nice the other day to get a shout out from a couple of channels. One, the Gorilla Biker, another one was Saddlebag73, and also I did a little bit of a collaboration with an American motovlogger, Moto Carry. She's been doing a video series about track days and what to expect, especially for people doing their first track day, and it was quite interesting. I really enjoyed it, and it was a wealth of information that I really wish that I'd had available to me when I was first thinking about doing track days way back when. I'd have found it really helpful. So yeah, I'll put a link either in the description below or at the end of this video to her last video in that video series, but do check out the others because there is a wedge of information in the whole series that she's done. It's only a few videos, but there's a lot of content in it, so do check them out. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. She's a lovely girl. Oh look, we're coming to the Hughes Valley Viaduct. Oh yeah. I wonder whether we can get the 360 cameras to do anything fancy for this. Now that one there probably won't be able to, just because it will just eliminate me, but the one behind me, you little X2 bastard, you might be able to get something quite cool coming through here. So let's have a look. Insta360 1X2, do your magic. That's cool, that is, isn't it? It's really, really cool. I love stuff like that. I've visited it in the past and done some sort of fancy filming just around it. It's really quite cool, I love it. It was when I wasn't very used to all the technology on cameras and making videos and stuff, so it's not the best of videos, but it's a really interesting little bit of architecture and engineering, that is. So like I mentioned about the screen, there's a couple of other bits and bobs I've done to the bike too while I was at it. I didn't do it on camera someone took the Mickey, yeah, Mickey taking Mickera takers on one of the Moto Guzzi V85 pages, and I took it exactly as intended. It was humour, but he did have a very good point. I do make a mountain out of a molehill when I do some spannering, and I have to just back up his comment here. When I was trying to fit the rear hugger to this bike, you're supposed to be able to do it without removing the rear wheel, but I had to remove the rear wheel because I'm just so cack-handed. But I did learn my lessons from the last time I removed the wheel well on this bike, so yeah, I learned stuff. Brilliant. So yes, from that you can gather that I've got a rear hugger on this bike now. I'm hoping that will help keep the rear shock a little bit cleaner, because it does seem to suffer a little bit with crap getting thrown up from the road. Here's hoping. Oh, the traffic. Come on, everybody. Go, 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 go. Don't make me stop, don't make me stop, don't make me stop. Yay! Woohoo! We're going all the country roads today. Should be a lovely little route. Proper British countryside. I fitted my sat-nav to the bike for today, but I haven't turned it on. Bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? Not really for me. I haven't got the route plugged into it, so I don't need it, but I just thought with it being on there you'd kind of be able to see the routes that we're going along, but yeah, you'll have to just make it up. But we're sort of heading towards the Ardingly Reservoir along this route, I believe, and that's quite a pretty place to go and look at the water and the wildlife. I think you can go sailing there as well, but I think it's expensive. You have to pay to put your boat in each time and stuff. Not the cheapest place to have a hobby. I always feel slightly bad getting Pez to do the route finding all the time. He's a bit more proactive at getting us all out on the bikes together though, and planning things, so yeah, it's his kind of own fault that he always ends up leading. I'm definitely getting more used to the ride height of this motorcycle. I think having a go on the prettier Turono 660 also kind of helped me get my head around getting used to slightly taller bikes, because the saddle on this is 830mm, whereas the Turono was 820, I believe, so there's not a lot of difference in the height that you're sitting on these two bikes. Just the riding position is very different. This has obviously got much more relaxed foot peg positions. Yeah. Ardingly, yes, this is where the reservoir is. It's not probably going to be something we cross paths with on this trip, because I think to get to it you've kind of got to go a bit convoluted, but we might ride past part of it and be able to say hello to the water. See, I know they call this bike an adventure bike, but it's really a tourer with the ability to do some mild off-roading or green laning. It's not really a thoroughbred off-road machine like some of the other bikes with their 21-inch front wheels and stuff like that. But that really doesn't matter too much to me, although I will take this on the odd green lane in its lifetime with me. I didn't really hugely buy it for that. I bought it as just a comfortable tourer, and it's really good for that. I mean, at all the speeds we've been riding at, it's been amazing just cruising along at the speed limit, not in a rush to get anywhere exciting, more just enjoying the whole motorcycling thing. And I think a lot of people forget that there is a lot of joy to be had in just soaking up the countryside. So one of the things motorcycles are so amazing is that we don't need to be going hell for leather, even if a lot of the bikes we get can do. And that's why it's nice having one that is quite comfortable just mooching along. I mean, this thing will stretch its legs no problem at all. It's got some beans. They're not big beans, but they're baked. Yeah, 80 horsepower on this is more than enough to get yourself into plenty of trouble on the road with Mr. PC Plod, if you so desired. It's not an RS 660 or a Turono 660 though, that's for sure. You definitely notice the extra 20 horsepower on them, or 15 horsepower on the Turono, as apparently that's only got 95. Like that 5 makes a difference. Oh, the twiddly custom country roads, nice. We're definitely going to the twiddly route. I think I came a similar route down this way with Mr. Fish last time we went on a road ride. Not sure exactly, and I'm not sure if we'll go exactly the same route this time. But it's really lovely, absolutely lovely. I've removed all the luggage from the bike for today's ride. I just wanted the bike to be a bike. I didn't want it to be a utilitarian vehicle for today. I've been commuting on it a little bit. I haven't had many shifts, to be honest, but I've been commuting on it, which meant that it's had a top box on it for that. And I just thought, no, I want to ride the bike as it would have come out of the factory, as the designers would have rather the bike looked. I mean, I know they have all their fancy own Moto Guzzi branded luggage, which is great, but the bike designers don't care about luggage. They want pretty motorcycles, and it is a very pretty motorcycle with the luggage off. Doesn't look too shabby with it on, but always looks nicer with it off. And that's why I got a bag on my back. There's actually nothing in it. All that bag is for my camera wizardry and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of seems silly to have bags for the bike and not fit them when you've got bits to carry, but today I just wanted to ride the bike. Well, it was awesome to pop down to the Route 1066 CAF. Great to see Sam in Conquerors Apparel clothing out the back of the shop. It's good to see the new stock that they've got there. I've had some good food, and now we're heading off. Alright, well cheers Sam, catch you in a bit. So I don't know what footage I lost, but I got off the bike and my microphone had been disconnected, so I've no idea how much we've got from the ride down there. Hopefully it'll all make sense. Now we are heading back via Ashdown Forest, the home of Winnie the Pooh and eel and all that. So it'll be quite nice. Try and grab an ice cream up there, or maybe find a pub with a beer garden and have a shandy. We shall see. I think Andy quite fancies the shandy. I haven't had a draft beer for ages, so I'm quite looking forward to either ice cream or beer. I don't mind. It's really awesome that Conquerors Apparel have been able to open their doors again and start trading properly from within the shop rather than just relying on the mail order. If you're down this way, do check out 1066 CAF. It's a good place to go if you're a biker. Do really good fry up. Just had number 2 breakfast was my choice for today. Really good food, and having that shop there as well gives you some things to wander around and have a look at too. I'm definitely going to be ordering some summer stuff from them. They've got some nice hoodies, armoured hoodies, which I think I might get, and also after another pair of motorcycle jeans as well, so that these ones can probably be used more off-road and those ones can be used on-road, just because these ones are getting a bit knackered now. I definitely caught the sun yesterday when I was out in the garage, or out of the garage doing the bolting on stuff. Beginning to feel it a little bit now actually, just from having brunch down outside in the garden outside the cafe there. I'm definitely quite grateful for my internal sun visor on this crash helmet today. I've been doing a little bit of riding with my old crash helmet, the Nishua Enduro Carbon, which doesn't have a sun visor. It's got a just a dark tinted visor. And although that is fine for when you're in the bits where you want dark tinted visor, it's not so fine for when you don't, and it means that if you're out a little bit longer than you're expecting, it means you've got to think about going home with a dark visor when it's dark out, obviously. So having the option to just flip it up like I've got now is great. Can't believe it took me so long to come around to that concept. Too busy trying to look cool with a dark visor on, eh? Maybe, probably. Well, it's blooming brilliant getting out with Pez and Andy. Really lovely day for it. Nice to be able to ride the bike without worrying about the revs I'm doing and stuff. And lovely to be out in the countryside. Proper packer. Looks like we've got a clear bit. Nice. So much nicer not having a car in front, spoiling the views. Motorcycles, they're fine. I like having them in front. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly roads. Awesome, just what we want. Cool, you don't want to fall off the curb there, would you? It's like a foot drop straight down at the side of the road. Well, I'm not quite sure what battery I've got left, so let's say this is the end of this one here, shall we? Like I said, when we left 1066, heading over to Ashdown Forest, gonna grab an ice cream or something, which would be nice, but I don't need to drag you along with me for that. So anyway, if you haven't done so already, and you like what you see here, why not click that subscribe button? It'd be awesome to have you come back for some more. I've not just got this bike, my V85, I've got a V7 as well, Moto Guzzi V7, which is pretty custom. I've also got a Beta 390 enduro bike, which I do a bit of green laning on. And you never know, there might be something a little bit more sporty coming to the channel soon too. So yeah, do click that subscribe button. And if you like this video, you like anything we're doing here, you like any of these bikes, why not give it a little thumbs up? And if you didn't, you can always give it a little thumbs down. I don't mind at all. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I love hearing from you. And you ride safe, take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.
Keep that bar. Rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar. Rubber side down.